My name is Damian LaCroix. I'm running for the Texas Senate, District 15, in the 2018 Democratic primary.
Well, there's an issue that's really important and I think that needs to be addressed, and that's financing of our public education system. I have received calls and messages from family members and a lot of people inside of SD who live within SD 15 and who live just generally within the Houston metropolitan area, and they have expressed concerns about the current state of our public education system and the lack of financing from our state government. And although the Texas legislature had the opportunity to address this during the last two legislative sessions, they failed to do so. The Texas Senate decided to kick the can down the road and put together some kind of commission in order to study the issue and give them recommendations. I think that is a clear sign as to the lack of leadership that we have in the Texas Senate as it relates to the financing of our public education system and generally speaking. How would I address this issue? Well, I believe that Texas ought to open up its doors to allow new industries to do business in the state. I believe legalizing the cultivation, distribution, sale, and use of marijuana, as well as legalizing casino gambling, could solve our problem with fully funding our public education system. In addition to legalizing and opening up our doors to these industries, we should assess a vice tax against these industries for the privilege of doing business in the state of Texas. And we should allocate the revenues received from the vice tax to fund our public education system. California projects that it will receive $2.5 to $3 billion in tax revenue from the sale of marijuana. Texas should receive a comparable amount, maybe a little bit less, let's say $1 to $2 billion that can be allocated to funding our public education system. As it relates to tax revenues from legalizing casino gambling, states have collected in 2014, roughly 12 states, excluding Nevada, collected $24 billion in tax revenues from the gaming industry. So that's an additional $700 to $2 billion of revenue that the state will receive from the vice tax to further fund our public education system. By opening up the state to these two industries and acting during the next legislative session, Texas has the potential to inject billions of dollars into our public education system without increasing existing taxes.
My name is Damian LaCroix. I'm running for the Texas Senate, District 15, in the 2018 Democratic primary, and I would love to have your support.